Welcome back to the Scrum. I'm going to get into who our first guest should be, who's the best in the West, maybe some teams we're disappointed in. We're going to find out what's going on with Nate's face. We're going to get to it all right now. Scrum. Got the gang back together again, live and in person. Brian, welcome back from your, you were doing some charity efforts, I think, last weekend to try to raise some money.
You know, you have to give back when you can.
It's true.
And if it has to be on the golf course, then
so be it.
So be it. You know what I mean?
I don't know who picks the charity events, but we just go.
They don't ask how the money was raised. If it's me shanking balls into the ocean, so be it.
Sure.
And it's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
And you do it.
That's great. Well, we appreciate you being back. Thanks for helping out the kids or whoever the charity is for. It's really nice. Nate, we got to get this out early. You stopped playing hockey, but
I know where you're going with this.
Your teeth are good, which is my most hated thing ever that you fix them. But you still have a black eye?
Yes. Wilder got mad at me this weekend. No, I'm kidding. It was jiu-jitsu.
Jiu-jitsu related.
As Brian knows, limbs can fly around sometimes, elbows, heads, knees, and
walk us through it, please.
I caught one.
I
actually don't even remember when it would have happened. As you know, probably you get hit sometimes during the roll, and I didn't realize it until I was literally in my car and I saw in the mirror, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be a black eye."
Do you know? Was it your doing? Like, were you like sweeping the guy? Or do you don't remember the role at all? Like,
I remember.
Were you dominating someone and then you maybe got a...
I think it was when I was trying to pass and my head was down low a little bit. And knee, you know, and I was like heavy. I was heavy passing. I ate a knee.
Yeah, that happened.
I was heavy passing.
Okay,
you know,
all right.
Passing the guard.
Did you pass the guard?
I did.
That's all that matters.
He kind of looked away into the left there.
So. All right.
Maybe not at that moment.
I've seen the vids.
Okay.
I've seen some vids.
I didn't pass at that moment,
vids.
Brian, but maybe eventually in that round I did. Yeah.
Okay.
They say, quick quick advice. Usually as you get better, your first pass doesn't work. It's usually your second and third, you know, and sometimes even fourth pass. And it's like putting that pressure and then taking the pressure away and putting it back, you know, and I mean, sometimes you're pressure, then you pass, but sometimes you have to, you know, as they set a good frame, if you just keep pressuring into it, you're just helping their frame, right? Yeah. So sometimes you have to, I hate to say retreat, but you have to just give a little space back and then, you know, change your angle and go in. It's just, you know, it's like, it's funny when you first learn a good pass and you get it on a white belt and you're like, I fucking pass guards. You know what I mean? Like when you're a white belt and blue belt and stuff like that, and you're passing everyone's guard with it. And then you go with an upper belt and you're like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Oh yeah.
So
I like that's
yeah. It's just,
you kind of wear them out a little bit.
100%, especially guys who are super flexible.
Yeah.
And if you put a lot of pressure on and put a lot of pressure, kind of work on that flexibility a little bit. And you just kind of change your angle. Yeah. With flexible guys, it's just pressure and change your angle. Yeah. That's how you pass. IMO. I always say that because someone's going to go in the comments and be like, oh, Brian's wrong here. And it's like, I don't know.
Show up and prove Brian wrong. He's ready for you.
I'm anytime.
He's right.
He'll be downstairs waiting.
Thank you for that tip.
No problem.
Another person to come back and try to put a different pressure on, John Gibson returned to Anaheim this week. And people were interested. Did John Gibson change his ways? Is he different with a different team? Full different mentality? What's it going to be like? He proceeded to do a very John Gibson move and purposely just push the net off. Push the net off. Very obvious. Ref's looking right at him. He pushes the net off while Kreider is shooting the puck into the net, like pretty far after, actually. Kreider's like, you can't do that. What the fuck? And Ref's like, that's a goal, dog. You cannot do that. And I was like, man, he didn't change one bit. I love him.
I saw that highlight and I watched it over and over again. And I remember playing with Gibby because that was the thing that you guys know, you just said it. He used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
And he got caught.
It's amazing.
Got caught red-handed.
He's hugging the post and he's looking directly at the ref. And he's like, I'm going to push the net off.
and it's a genius move because a lot of goalies do that
for sure
all the time. People don't realize how often the goalies they'll do that even before the play, maybe before a chance is about to happen.
Yep,
they'll bump it a little bit, they'll knock it off. Like it's timing of it too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
His timing was off.
What's the rule? Like if he hadn't shot the puck yet, or how long with it coming off does it have to be for them to blow the whistle?
Yeah, like if the defenseman would have tied up Kreider's stick and that puck wouldn't have gotten shot, they would have just called the play dead.
That's it. The fact that
they would have been like,
he was all alone, or he got the shot off.
He got the shot off, and it would have crossed the line if the net was in place. So he's gambling. He's like, if my guy, and
I love a good gamble.
And he, 100%. He probably tapped his D and is like, "What are you doing out there, dude? There's a jumble out front. I'm pushing the net off.
Yeah, every time.
Tie up your fucking guy, dude.
Every time, man.
We work on this in practice, dude. Get to the bench. Come on. Gosh. It was nice to see him back, though. He got a really good ovation.
As he should.
As he should. Longest tenured Ducks goalie. Set a bunch of records. When he was on, he was freaking impossible to beat. It was insane. Great dude. Went through many difficult years in Anaheim. And I don't know if this has happened to you. Has to have at some point. Where you thought the grass was greener. And then I think he saw this new Ducks team coming down on him. And there had to be a little bit of him that was like, damn, where was this the last 5 years that it's been tough?
He's on a good team now. Give him that. Like Detroit's, they're humming along pretty good right now.
Yeah, they're doing all right.
But we'll get into your team. They're the Ducks. They look good. And sitting here, what day is it? Monday morning.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
The Ducks. Brian put in a group chat. The Ducks are in first place.
First place for the first time since 2021 that they've even touched the position. That's legit crazy.
Yeah.
And I think in 2021 they touched it at the beginning of the season and then went on
they're straight back out.
Yeah, and then went on a losing streak that was monstrous.
Yeah, like the Kings and the Oilers had some games in hand, and then they just went and won those. And they're like, hey, thanks for keeping that.
The last time they had this good a start was 2014, 2015.
Really?
I was here. Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
So, yes.
Well, that was the last year. Not the last year they made the playoffs, but they went pretty deep that year.
We lost to Chicago in Game 7 that year. Chicago won.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
We bought CM Punk a ticket.
That was one of the worst.
Buying someone a ticket to a game, and they're rooting for the opposing team, and the opposing team wins, sucks.
We also, that was the same year we brought Andy Williams to a game. We brought him to multiple games, actually.
So hold on. Back on that.
Yep.
CM Punk he was at the.
Oh, he was deep.
He was at
he was deep
7,
in those. Oh, yeah.
With a Blackhawks jersey on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. It's not great.
No.
It's not great. Andy Williams also came to those games with us, and I think the Ducks lost. They lost 6 on the road and then 7 at home.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, and we
oh
God.
I think we were down in the second intermission, and we were looking for Andy, and we're like, "Where are you?" And he's like, "I'm at your house." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And he's like, I'm so bummed I can't be a part of this. I left." And we're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" He's like, "You guys are so bummed. This is like your favorite thing in the world. I'm just watching. You guys are so bummed and whatever." He's like, "I have to leave. I can't be the reason." He's like, "They're losing. Maybe if I leave, it switches things." I had to switch things.
Well, for Game 6, we flew to Chicago for game because we were up 3-1. We go to Game 6 or 3-2.
3-2.
3-2. Yeah, we're up 3-2. We fly to Chicago for Game 6. We're like, they're gonna close it on the road. Let's go. Andy meets us in Chicago because he was in Buffalo at the time. Hold
on.
Yeah.
He didn't meet us in Chicago. This is when Brian, for one day, got a hold of some flight budget and said, "We've been flying a lot. We should try this new economy airline, Spirit."
Oh.
So Andy landed here on like a Tuesday from Buffalo, and Wednesday morning we drove him to LAX with us and made him get on a Spirit flight back to Chicago.
And then I didn't realize the seats don't recline. I literally sat in my seat. and go.
Almost going forward like this.
And I go like this, and I go, and I look at Hammer and I go, "Where's the button?" And he's like, "Doc, that's reclined already."
Brian, they're pre-reclined. It's not that they don't recline.
But our flight was delayed. So we went straight to the arena. We had to call the arena and be like, "We have luggage." And it's like, "What do we do?" And they're like, "Oh, you can check your luggage here. You can come and go to this place." So we go check our luggage, go to the game. Ducks lose. We had a flight at like 5 a.m. the next morning to come back. And then it was just, it sucked.
So I know you thought you had it bad,
Yeah.
but you were getting paid a lot of money
Yeah.
and having a great time and staying in your nice hotels. Me and Brian are on fucking Spirit. Flew in, lost, kicking the dick, fly back 5 a.m.
Yeah, and then we lost Game 7.
Yeah.
Game 7 at home. Yep, that was tough.
Let's get back to the Ducks tip today. Though.
Yeah.
No, Nate, I'm glad you brought it up because there's a few things I'd like to go over. There's a couple face-offs that I wouldn't let. No,
Yeah.
you did fantastically.
Thank you.
The Blackhawks, they were just a different beast.
Yes, they were.
Same animal.
Same animal, different beast.
They found
You know,
a way.
it's okay. And truthfully, all the pundits said that Western Conference final was the Cup final. Like whoever wins, Ducks, Blackhawks, and then Blackhawks went on and just beat up on the Lightning and just grabbed the Cup super easy.
Yeah, it came out later. I think Kane or Taze, someone said that was the hardest series they'd ever played in.
That makes sense.
So
I just remember the clip of not Duncan Keith. Duncan Keith. Like you guys kept getting the Blackhawks to like ice the puck, pinning him at whatever, and him skating by the bench. He's like, I'm not tired.
Oh yeah,
I'm fine, guys.
Oh, I remember that.
I'm like, oh no.
I vividly remember him skating by the bench. And someone saying something, we're going to keep you on the ice all night, or said something. I can't remember who it was.
Yeah.
And him looking at the bench and literally not fucking breathing hard.
Yeah.
He just says, I'm not tired. Like straight up.
And then he goes and they had him do the VO2 max test and they're like, oh, he has better lung capacity than Tour de France riders.
I showed up both. He looked at the bench, both of them, and just goes, I'm not tired. And just kept skating forward like a killer.
You're like, oh, fuck.
I'm like, I kind of was like, he's not tired.
You're like, hey guys, I believe him.
Yeah, I believe him. He's staying on the ice.
I believe him. We got to really hit this guy.
Yeah.
Gosh. Okay. We're done, Nate. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Current Ducks. The Ducks look fun. They're young. Beckett. People were wondering, does he get sent back? But his OHL team is trash. So we don't, we got to keep him around. Maybe doesn't play all the games. I think he's playing all the games.
He's here to stay.
He's here to stay.
He's here to stay.
He is making a name for himself, and I love it. He plays fearless.
I mean, the games that I've watched, especially last night, the game I went with you to the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is not afraid to make plays. He holds on to pucks. He's a big body. He can offensively. He's gifted.
Yep.
And he's only going to get better because we talk about how big he is and how he can like hold guys off. He's got a little bit of a mean streak too. Like there's a lot of positives to this kid's game. And I mean, it's not just him. It's Cutter Gauthier. It's Leo Carlson. I mean, Jackson Lacombe, the play he made last night to Vetrano. Like this, I mean, there's so many bright spots to this team. And I mean, we were talking about it before the pod and how, this team isn't first in the division. Like what's to say they can't be 3 months from now if they keep getting these same contributions consistently?
I mean, he's so young. You talk about his size, and he already looks big out there. And since he's so young, he's for sure going to put more muscle on, and he's going to get bigger. Yeah. So he's just going to be, because I feel like Leo already looks bigger.
Leo does,
He already looks like he's filling out.
Yeah.
And it's like you add 10, 15 pounds of muscle. You don't really slow down. You just get stronger, and you get,
It's going to be crazy. He already has the craziest voice ever.
Yeah.
He has an insane, voice, full
so low.
puberty voice, doesn't match face. Like, it's amazing.
So deep, I mean.
Yeah,
I think I have heard an interview. Yeah. I think it was after his first goal.
Yeah.
I heard him. I was like, what?
And you're like, oh, okay, buddy. Like, yeah, he's great.
How does it match that?
No, not at all. He's great. He has no filter. He says fuck in interviews and just doesn't even think about it. I'm just like, I love you. You're great, bud. Just keep going.
Yeah, that's a bright spot for the Ducks.
For sure.
And I like how Quenneville's using him too. He's letting him play.
Yeah, I mean, Quenneville said last night, he got asked and he spoke for a really long time about Beckett. He said there's some spots we're trying to work on. He's got a couple things. I think he stays on the ice too long. I've seen a couple times he's wobbly getting back to the bench that you're like, all right, we got to shorten the shifts a little bit. But he was like, when somebody's that talented offensively, he's like, I just try to get out of the way. And I think that's the smartest, that is what Zegras missed, is Cronin tried to tell Trevor Zegras how to play offense. And Trevor's like, dog, I will Michigan your ass right now. You have no clue what you're talking about. And it's being proven. Talkett's probably getting out of Zegras' way.
Zegras has been incredible for Philly.
Incredible. Good for him.
Great start.
And I think that good coaching of less is more is working for all the kids.
I mean, Quenneville and Talkett, Quenneville especially, he had some future Hall of Famers. So Hall of Famers he's coached over the course of his career, and he knows. You can teach. It's a lot easier to teach defense to anybody. Defense at the end of the day, it's, obviously you have to think a little bit, but it really comes down to hard work ethic, and what you're willing to do. Yeah. Offense, you can't really teach offense completely. You can teach the principles of offense, but you can't teach the creative mind of making plays and creating time and space for guys. That's why you always see guys like Patrick Kane and Crosby or Draisaitl or even Kucherov. You always see why does this guy always have this much time around him? Or why is he always, making these little plays? It's because these guys know where to be on the ice, and they're thinking 3 or 4 steps ahead of everybody. Yep. And those are the things, like you said, with Beckett, Seneke, these guys that you can't teach. So Quenneville's he's doing it right.
There was a time where, not to take you back into the trenches, but you guys had played the Blackhawks in the regular season, and Kane was doing his freaking what he does, just dipsy doodling everybody. And we went to lunch or something a day after a Blackhawks game, and I was like, why doesn't anybody just crush him? And he looked at me and he go, do you think I'm not trying to? And I was like, oh, you are? You're like, yes, we all are.
Everybody.
Nobody can.
Everybody.
Nobody's playing soft on Patrick. We just don't want to look stupid when he sidesteps us.
It was the same thing. In rest in peace, Johnny Gaudreau. He was another one. Everyone always used to be like, why can't you fucking kill him? Why can't you get him? I was like, hey, listen, we're fucking trying, man. We can't.
I felt that.
We're that smart.
When we went to Calgary for playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. It's like, why can't anybody stop that guy? And he's just going around.
Just no problem.
Yeah, and because he's not very big, and he's just skating around everybody. It almost looks like he's bouncing off people. Yeah. They try to hit him, and it's like he kind of just moves just enough to where he absorbs a little bit, but keeps going, doesn't lose the puck.
Yeah, it actually excels him forward somehow. Yeah. Takes the energy of your hit and is a little boost.
Yeah, those guys are special. That's why they are who they are.
It's great. Well, excited for the Young Ducks. I hope they just keep it rolling, keep Southern California hockey being fun, because it's fantastic. Our friends slightly up the freeway have a little bit of a different story right now. The Kings feel like they're in they're not stalled, but they feel like they're stuck in second gear maybe. And they're right in it. They keep going to overtime.
Yeah, they have 5 overtime losses, I think.
Yeah, it's insane. And it's I don't know. I know you watch a lot of them. What's missing here? Something missing? Somebody not hitting? What do we need to do in LA here?
It's hard to put one finger, because I feel like every game it changes.
Yep.
And you're watching the games too.
Yep.
And I think you agree with that, right? I feel like it changes every single game, where maybe it could be the defense one night, or maybe they didn't score enough goals, or it's the goaltending. So I think it's kind of everything, really, and that's why they're getting inconsistent play. I would say that if they're playing good hockey and they're how many games have been six overtime shootout games, whatever, right? And maybe that's a positive, but in this case, because we know how they can play, we know what they did last year. I almost think it's alarming a little bit for them that they've been in that many games like that at this point.
Yeah, it's weird, because they seem like, I don't know if this boils down to being an inspiration. It's like they can't. I've seen this a lot with teams where they can't get going until they get scored on. And the way some teams play defense, by the time a team gets 1 or 2, there's good teams that it's too late already. Devils, there's games where if they get a couple on you and they shift their play style, they got you in a bad spot. So they've had a lot of games where they've made these miraculous comebacks and then lost in overtime, lost in the shootout. And it's like there's something missing that they can't quite get it going. One thing that's awesome that I think is helping is Brant Clark's time on ice is getting ramped up. And it feels like the more you turn the keys over to the Brant Clarks and the QBs and Turcotte and let these kids, creatively do their thing, it's going to create more offense.
Yeah, I love that they're playing him more. I got to play with him and coach him, a couple of years ago, and you could see it. He's one of those guys we're talking about where offensively, when Brant Clark has the puck, more times than not, he's going to make a pretty good play.
For sure.
and starting to see that. So that is a bright spot for them. And I think you're looking at, Quentin Byfield too. He's starting to take that next step where he has, but I think he's getting better and better and better. But yeah, it's as a team, I can't pinpoint it, Hammer, just because it feels like it changes every single game for them.
Interesting.
It's always it's maybe it's a goaltending one game where they didn't get the saves. There's been games. There's been a few games where that's been the case.
Yep.
Or maybe it's a penalty kill, or maybe it's been taking too many penalties too.
Oh yeah.
And that adds up too. All these things will add up, and it compounds each other to the point where that's when you play inconsistent hockey.
It's true. Bright spot also on this. It's funny that Brant Clark is a bright spot of the baby on the team, and then the other bright spot is 40-year-old grown man Corey Perry, 5 goals in 6 games. It's insane, and it's like I almost feel bad for him because it's like he's supposed to be a contributor, not the star goal scorer. It's like he's got to be. I'm sure he's rallying the team to be like looking at the other guys and be like, "We got to get going."
Well,
I can't be doing this.
There's your example right there.
Yeah.
And no offense to Pears, no offense to Corey Perry. he has been good since he's
for
in
sure
the lineup, really good. But if he's your best player, it's probably not a good sign for the Kings.
Yeah, and I'm sure he's trying to Sherpa the guys through. And, I've heard multiple of them say he's been great in the room. He's great helping everybody. They're right there. It's not like, the season's blown up, but it's like, okay, it's November now. Let's try to fix some of these problems. Yeah. And maybe they're going to switch it up. Maybe they're going to be a sick road team this year, and maybe that's what helps them in the playoffs. Maybe they need some adversity.
It's still early.
Yeah, real early.
Relatively early. Yep. And we know from years past when I was on the Ducks, remember, I think it was my second year, we were last place at the end of November.
Damn.
And we ended up winning the division that year. So
very possible.
Things can change.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Hey, at one point in time, the Blue Jays were in last place, and then they got to go lose the World Series. So, so anything's possible.
I'm not writing the Kings off, though. The Kings, I think the Kings they're gonna pull it together.
Yeah, they have too much leadership that at some point Kopitar's gonna be like, all right, I had some notepads out at home. I've been going through some stuff. This is what we're doing wrong. Yeah,
it just seems to me the Pacific Division it's tough. It's
coming back, baby.
Yeah, it's coming back.
Better.
I feel like
100%.
it was an insane division for a while, and then it went away, and then now it's
California used to be straight murderer's row for teams to come through.
Oh, it was a gauntlet.
Ducks, Kings, Sharks was like, that was a brutal road trip for teams. And then it got easy, and the Kings were like, "Hey guys, what are you doing? We're still hard."
I remember being on both sides of that. I remember coming in when I was in Tampa and being like, "Oh, we're going out west. We're playing all 3 California teams." Like, okay, fuck, here we go.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick on our days off. It'll be great, but we're also gonna get beat up.
The games is gonna be a fucking war zone.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's great.
And then being on the Ducks was like, "Oh, we're gonna fucking beat you up today."
Yeah. Maybe we need you going in there and talking to some of the kids. You're like, you're big. Beat somebody's ass. Ross is probably telling them that.
We can bring him in here.
That's true.
Yeah.
We should bring Ross in and just ask him how many players he's told they need to fight.
Sure, he's
more
told
people.
a few.
For sure. He's for sure like bad advice trying to get like Leo to fight somebody. The team's like, don't tell Leo to fight anyone. He's like, no, he's got it in him. He's tatted. He's pissed. He's ready.
I feel like Beckett, he got into a little scrum the other day.
He's
getting fucked with a little bit.
He's
getting fucked with, and I think he finally thought, I better throw a punch back. I better push back a little bit because if I don't, they're gonna keep
word's gonna get around.
Yeah, I love that he has a mean streak on him.
Yeah. He needs to proper fight somebody though.
Yeah.
Like the next time somebody cross checks him and he doesn't get the call, he needs to be like, all right, I'm just gonna fight this dude now. I hope. So Pacific is trending up, going real nice. Central has been up, blazing. Who do we think the early people for taking the West are? Colorado, sick. They've got this weird streak in them where they look insane and then they lose to the Sharks. And it's just like, I don't know what's going on there. Vegas looks insane. No Mark Stone. Crazy. Edmonton, kind of in that same LA realm. They sort of seem like they can't fully hit their stride yet, which still early. Dallas, good. But it's like there's no clear cut oh, this team started where they left off last year and they're blazing.
You want me to give you like a team that I'm like excited about?
Give me one you're excited about and give me one that you're disappointed in. I'm just a disappointed dad.
I think we have to go with excitement. I think we got to go with the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Whoa.
I mean, the best team in the month of October.
Damn.
I mean,
did
either one of you guys foresee that coming? I sure as shit didn't.
You know, I did. Because
really?
They had an off-season signing.
I call bullshit.
They had an off-season signing of Rich Clune.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I know that motherfucker knows hockey. And he was going to come in and be like, Sid, sit down for a second. I'm going to teach you guys some things. Let me show you some highlights from the Manchester Monarchs. Rich knows puck.
And he was a Ducks assistant coach too.
Yeah, but I don't know. He had to work with Greg, and that probably set him back like 6 months of knowledge or something.
I mean, he's bringing a good vibe, good energy,
a great vibe, a great energy. Like that has to account for something. When you bring in a new set of coaches, and one of them is Clune, he's light and loose and having fun. And he played fairly recently, so he knows what you're going through.
He's in shape still.
He's jacked, dude.
So.
He is. He's got a nice head of hair on him too.
Damn, he kind of has it all.
He does have it all.
Yeah.
What a fucker. Maybe I don't like him, actually. I'm glad he moved to Pittsburgh. No, you're right.
That's the team right now. I mean,
Pittsburgh, classic chip on the shoulder. Everybody thought, oh, they're going to be nothing. And they're blazing without Ricard Raquel.
Yeah.
Who he was like the first rumor of like right when the season started, like, are they going to trade this guy? Raquel's like, Jesus, the season just started. Like,
look at Sid and Gino.
They look totally fine.
It's like it's 15 years ago. Sid and Gino.
I think them and Perry are proof that if you know the game and you're a smart player, it supersedes everything because you just know what people are going to do. And it just makes the game so easy.
I would almost argue sometimes, and this is crazy, but I almost argue sometimes that Sid is better now than he was 10 years ago.
I could see that.
And you watch him play some games, and it's like this guy is the smartest hockey mind in the whole arena.
For sure.
He's playing the game.
Absolutely.
And no one can play the game he can play, and he's just ahead of everybody. And it's insane to watch the consistency. Like he's in his 21st year, and 21st year, and he's still up over a point per game, and he's tops in the league in scoring.
Yep.
And his team that everyone was like speculating was going to be last place, this and that. You know, even us, we were too. And now they're first place and humming,
just no problem.
Yeah. And so I mean, it's just Sidney Crosby.
There's something to be said about having zero expectations on you too. Yeah. You're like, oh, everybody thinks we're going to be bad. This is great. We just go out, have a good time. I mean, I think that's part of what like the issue with the Kings. They're like, we had an insane home record and they're playing at home. And there's that's a lot of stress on your back of like, okay, we got to do that again. Like that's hard. Where Penguins are like, they think we're going to lose. Great.
Yeah.
If we can squeak out a couple wins, people will be stoked. It's awesome.
It's huge.
Okay. So you're surprised. You really enjoy the Penguins. Who are you disappointed in?
St. Louis.
I agree with that.
St. Louis. I'm not going to go on long-winded about it. I think it's look at how they've started. Look at their record. It's a catastrophe right now for them. I mean, everything is going wrong. I mean, Binnington's supposed to be the starting goalie for Team Canada.
Do you think he still is?
I don't know.
Can that be lost in the first few months of the season?
Maybe.
It's possible.
It's possible. But that for me is the biggest disappointment. Just of the stretch they had last year into the playoffs, to all the young players they have, some, key pieces, re-signing Cam Fowler, all this. I mean, that's the disappointing one for me. Yeah.
And it's hard early on, it's just the first week in November. So it's like, okay, let's not get too down on ourselves. No. Everything can turn around pretty quick, especially with a coach like that.
I was going to say, if there's a coach that can turn it around, it's Monty.
It's Monty. Yeah. He knows what these guys are doing. He knows what they're going through. He could figure it out. But yeah, it is sad. I'm like, where were you guys that blazed into the playoffs last year and then pushed Winnipeg to Game 7?
We haven't seen that at all.
No, we haven't seen one bit of it.
No, it's been like actually like a different team. The games that I've watched, I'm like, this is not the same Blues team from last year.
No, hopefully they figure it out. We're going to keep talking about the Olympics because we're excited about the Olympics. The Olympics are coming. They're just 3 short months away. Goes by quick. And it seems like as the season's going on, some guys are maybe playing themselves out of a position on the team. Or maybe starting. I guess Bennington still has to go, right? Because they named him. So it's like he has to be there. But he might be like filling water bottles or something. Who do you think is maybe playing themselves into the Olympics? It's making themselves like, oh, damn, this guy was maybe going to be an extra or just get to come to camp or something. And now it's like, oh, shit.
I think there's something. 4 names and 2 names from each country. I would say Macklin Celebrini.
Oh, yeah.
And Matthew Schaefer.
Yep. Oh, Schaefer is like.
I'd say those 2 guys for young guys.
Yep.
For Team Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the U.S., I'd have to say Cole Caulfield and Lane Hudson. Those are the other 2 guys that I think are those 4 to me for young guys that are really like it's loud around them to be on the Olympic teams for U.S. and Canada.
I mean, you have to be somewhat nervous. You know where you stand on a team, right? Like, so if you're a Team Canada guy and you're that like 6, 7, 8 defenseman and you're watching Schaefer's season, you're like, damn, am I about to get uninvited to the Olympics? Like, because how do they not bring this kid? Like, it seems like every day he's got some freaking Shohei Ohtani-esque thing where like last night they're like, oh, youngest multi-goal game by a defenseman in NHL history this week. He just pushed Bobby Orr to the side. Yeah. You're like, Jesus.
I think it could be a case, and with Celebrini and Caulfield, I think they've made the case, like, and I don't think they're slowing down anytime soon. I think they've made their case that they're going to be on the team. It's just a matter of where they're going to be in the lineup. And then for Hudson and Schaefer, it could be one of those situations where they're extras. And this year for the Olympics, you can carry 14 forwards and 8 Ds. So you can have a couple more bodies. And I don't see any harm in bringing Matthew Schaefer as an extra. Like if you're 18 and you're an extra over there, that's only going to be beneficial for him. Same with Lane Hudson. And what if, say, Quinn Hughes or goes down? Who's the closest looking player to Quinn Hughes? Probably Lane Hudson.
For sure.
Right? You just insert him into the lineup. So I like those 4 guys. I don't know if all 4 of them will make it. I think probably Celebrini and Caulfield are locks. Not sure about the other 2, but the Olympics is going to be unbelievable.
And what's exciting about those young guys is a guy like Schaefer, he's 18. You just get him out there and let him see the Olympic Village, catch a vibe, because he's going to potentially play in the next 5 Olympics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, he's just getting a lay of the land, figure out where catering is. Okay, cool. I'm comfortable now. Because if you're, these organizations, you're like, yeah, we got to get the young guys, because there's a lot of guys on the team that this is their last Olympics.
Well, I mean, think about like 2010. Who was the young guy on that team? Drew Doughty.
Yep.
He was a teenager.
Yep.
I mean, Sidney Crosby was.
I feel like it's safe to say Drew is not going to be, the way these kids are progressing, in 4 years, Drew is not making the Olympic team.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably be Drew's last one if he makes this one. Yeah. Which is probably a good shot he does.
And that's fine.
For sure. No, I mean, that's the way it goes.
Yeah,
but I think that's why, you're going to see some youthful additions, I think, because of, you look in the past with Olympics like that, you got to have some youth in the lineup. You do.
For sure. It's going to be exciting either way. We'll be intently watching. Last night we had a little gents in the community last night. We do an event, Nate, that would love to have you out at, actually, if you wanted to. I don't know if you would want to.
I'd want to.
I'll describe it, and then you can decide.
Okay.
We put a thing up on our website where we allow people to purchase a ticket. And with your ticket, you get a ticket to a game. You get a clothing item. You can choose if you want a T-shirt or a hoodie. And then after the game, we skate on the ice together. Just a nice little twirl around the ice. We're not playing sticks and pucks.
Family style. Just like go for a stroll, out on the ice. It has become, at the early points, we would play hockey,
and you can only have so many people play hockey. So it's kind of, we shifted to the family skate, I don't know, maybe like a year ago.
2 years
ago. 2 years ago.
The second year.
And I think we're never going back. Everybody has so much fun just getting to like be on an NHL rink and look around and be like, damn, like this is pretty crazy. So we did that last night. We shared the ice with, I think, like 120 people. And we all sit together. We watch the game. So we're hanging at intermission, and then we all go down, skate after. It's an insane vibe. I think you should be there next time.
I will be there next time.
You'll go.
Yeah.
You'll do this.
I'll do this.
We're doing one in March.
We're doing one in March.
I'll bring Wilder.
Can Wilder skate by then?
Maybe.
How old is Wilder?
She'll be 3 in March.
Oh, so she's late to the skates.
No, three's the start. That's why I started my kids.
Start around
really?
that time, yeah.
Huh.
But I would love to.
Not for an Alaskan kid.
She's actually not Alaskan. She's from California.
That's true. We know. I mean, I don't know. The way she doled out this black eye on you, she might be an Alaskan kid. She knows it's in there.
We get so many people come up to us and just pure excitement or enjoyment of the evening, of thanking us for putting this together. Even people who've done it before, they're like, hey, thanks again. Like we came out to the last one. We are coming every time you do this. This is such a great event. I mean, I'm wearing the hoodie still.
Oh yeah. Brian didn't take it off.
I took it off.
Slept in his van last night.
I wish. I dream about sleeping in my van sometimes. Uninterrupted.
Yeah, that would be nice.
But it's like, you know, there's this kid out. He was like, he came up to me, and similar age to maybe Miles. He seemed like Miles' age, and just said,
how old is that? 9?
8. And just like thanked me for putting this on. And I mean, I'm sure his parent, you know, his dad was there too.
Yeah.
And, but it was like, he was so hyped. He's like, oh, thanks. You know, this and that. I'm so excited. Love your company. And I'm like, oh, no problem. And then he's ripping, he must play hockey too. He's ripping around the ice. And after getting off the ice, he said, thanks again. This was so fun. And like, just pure, like, so
joy.
Yeah. And then it's just you just get a lot of those. So a mom too, who's a Junior Ducks mom, Junior Ducks team manager, because we deal with her, but she is a mom as well.
Oh, fantastic!
I wanted to make sure I said that because that's I talked
with
her
all her accolades.
She because we work with Junior Ducks doing dryland stuff, and so I've dealt with her, but I'd never met her, only on email and text and stuff like that. And so she came out, she brought her whole family. She skated too, and it was
great.
Yeah, it's just a great event.
It's awesome you guys do that. I mean, I'm sure people. I mean, you just said it. People love doing it.
People love it.
Love it.
And it was funny. We used to play hockey, okay, like I said, and then we did this one time, and I don't know why we switched. We were like, oh, it was like holidays or something.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, let's just do one like this and whatever. And like immediately, Carlin skates up to me, and she's like, you guys are never playing hockey again. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, look around. Like, everybody's having so much fun, like with their families out on the ice, or like everybody's just like wide-eyed looking around like, damn, I just watched an NHL game right here. This is what they see. Like, this is so cool. Like, or I'm like, yeah,
you see the kids skating around, like when they first get on, and if they've never been on the ice, and it's like they're looking at the stands, and it's like, it's because it's crazy. I mean, I still do it when I skate.
I do it the whole time
up there, and I'm looking up, and you're just like, oh, it's. You know,
it's a way different angle down there.
Yeah,
than when you're looking down. I know
for sure.
Could imagine with full of people and you're trying to play the game. You know,
it's crazy.
That's why everyone always say. We always joke around. It's a lot easy to be a coach or a player when you're watching from up top.
Oh yeah,
because you can. Everything looks a little slower when you're down at that level. You're like, oh shit,
for sure.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had a great time. We'll be back at Honda Center in March, and then at Crypto in April, I believe. I think we haven't announced that yet, so here you go. Some news. Yep.
Sick.
Some news for you. But come to any of them that you want to.
Come to both.
Okay.
Come to both.
Okay.
We always do them. We always try to do them on a weekend night of an early game.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday early game.
So that it's easy to like do the game and then skate and get the kids to bed at a semi-decent hour. I'm sure it's a little late, but
it's all right.
Is what it is.
Stay up for that.
Yeah. So appreciate everybody that came last night. It was a great time. We'll be back again.
I finally got to meet our first fan.
Oh, Lauren came to the skate.
Yeah.
Lauren.
Yeah.
Lauren came to skate.
Lauren TaylorMade.
Lauren TaylorMade, number one fan. Brought a gang of people with her.
Yeah, brought her daughter. Her daughter's getting into hockey. And I didn't have the heart to tell her in person because she was so excited. I'm going to tell her now because I know she's going to listen. She picked the most expensive sport. I think she was playing softball or something before. And it's like, she's so excited to play it. I'm like,
the bills are about to start coming.
Yeah, get ready.
And they don't stop.
Yes, they are.
But she was so happy. Her daughter was happy. She had some teammates there, and it was pretty sick.
Unreal. Yeah. To give you an idea of the caliber of people that are showing up at this, Nate. Lauren Taylor-Made, boom. We had Steve Wiebe, world famous tattooer.
I know who that is.
You know Steve Wiebe?
Yep.
He was just at the game with his family.
Miles, when I rolled up, we were skating, and you were skating with Steve. You guys were chatting, and I went up and talked to him.
Yeah.
Miles said something like, "Is he a gangster?" Because he has the head tats. He's completely tattooed. And you couldn't even see it. He said something like that. He's like, "See, he's in a gang or something." I couldn't really tell because we're skating, and I was like, "Nah, that's Steve. He's a tattooer." He's like, "Oh, okay." You know,
he's like, "All right, I just want to make sure I wasn't in the wrong place."
Yeah, and I'm just like, "What?
Yeah,
where's your mind at, kid?"
Great question, buddy.
That's funny.
That's great. So yeah, we'll have you next time, March.
Okay, perfect.
Put it in the calendar.
Perfect.
Last week we asked people whom our first guest should be. We got a lot of votes.
A lot of traffic on the.
A lot of traffic. A lot of people are interested. A lot of people want to see us to chat around. Somehow my wife is at the top of the list, near the top of the list. And so of course she was aware. She checked the voting. She was getting tagged. So she's like, "Let me know when you want me to up your guys' ratings." I'm like, "Okay, lady, settle down." She's like, "Oh, more votes than Gretzky, huh? Okay, no big deal." So some notables. We're not going to give all the notables because we're working on a few of these. Carl will make it at some point, 100%. Maybe with one of these others that we're not going to mention. Gretzky got a lot of votes somehow, which is pretty wild to think that this is a human that is such a name in the sport that like us talking hockey, doing a thing, people are like, "Yeah, I need to hear from Wayne more." I see him on TV a couple times a week.
Yeah.
He's done media for 50 years.
Always talking about hockey.
Always talking hockey. I'm like, you know what? Sure, we'll give him a try.
Anytime and anywhere that I can go to help push and promote the game of hockey, I feel it's an honor for me to be part of it. I didn't do it to make the paper or get on TV. That wasn't really even sort of the mindset. We just played for fun.
Wayne on the Scrum culture.
Yeah, I'll bang his line. Whatever. Maybe Wayne's in Orange County someday. I'm sure he is. One that got a lot of votes is our friend Jay Weinberg, who world famous drummer, plays drums in Suicidal Tendencies, spends some time drumming in some other projects and doing some things. So Jay's a definitive. I think Jay's a lock.
He's going to be a guest. Yeah.
He's coming down at some point, 100%.
I know he plays adult league.
Oh yeah.
Is he a goalie?
He is indeed.
What a psychopath.
There's a lot of crossover goalie drummer.
Yeah, I've heard that actually. Goalie and drummers.
Goalie and drummer. They're a little out there. Jay will agree with that.
Yeah,
He's okay.
Right.
He's okay. Yeah, that's fine. And then we had some split voting that kind of split into a lot of wrestlers got very similar votes, specific wrestlers. So I think I'm not going to mention because I think some of those are very possible actual guests. So thank you to everybody that commented, and I also got some DMs of people self-nominating. So
interesting.
Got some self-nominations. So some of those I think are definite locks because they self-nominated. So they essentially said, "I'm in. Let's do it." So
they pulled the vote for myself.
Vote for myself.
Well, they can keep adding to it still.
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
100%.
Keep adding to it. I appreciate the participation.
100%. I like it, and I would like people say, "Hey, you guys, you talk some shit about this person. Why don't you get their perspective?" Like, sure, bring them on.
Yeah,
we can add a fourth chair.
Do that.
There's room.
There is.
Arms will figure it out.
There's enough cameras.
Arms have so many cameras. We're locked in.
We're laughing.
Easy. So first guest will be announced soon.